And here we go once again, third series of the evening with a fourth to follow after this. A little bit surprising, of course, but I am back. I will be casting this third series of the day. Once again, if you are new here, my name is Orbital. I am going to be bringing you this lovely game, and today I am also joined by Jim Lowry, head coach, coming in here to give us some of his knowledge. The knowledge bomb's coming out here. Jim, how you doing today?
Not bad, not bad. I'm laughing over here to myself. Our producer just got done saying that I was going to intro it, and then Orbital started talking immediately. So I'm just sitting over here having a good time, trying to get the producer to laugh like I always do. Orbital, you saw that last one. You called that last one. That match 2 of the night was a fun match to watch.
Yeah, it's very entertaining, and I'm hoping to have the same here because we have what is going to be, I think, a very fantastic match or an overpowering match. We have on one side UBC coming out here and going to be showing off some of their skills, but then we have a returning champion in CSUDH on the other side, and I think it's going to be very, very interesting to watch.
You know, we have to stay neutral as casters. We have to stay neutral. I'm hoping Dominguez Hills remembers me from the fall though. Calling the championship with Caleb Glubé, our producer. I know our producer, you know, our Canadian producer tonight. He's gonna be cheering for UBC. I'm gonna screw up the name of the city they're in. I'm gonna give it a shot. Okanagan. I'm gonna give it a shot. Okanagan. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly, and they don't blow up and chat on me. But I know our producer's kind of pulling for the home crowd over there, UBC Okanagan. And I have to stay neutral, but if you know, I wouldn't be sad if Dominguez Hills won. Let's put it that way, Orbital. It's going to be a great match, though. I think it's the exact same roster for Dominguez Hills that they had in the fall for the championship. So it's going to be fun to watch from their side. I have no information on Okanagan. You got anything? You got any insight there for UBC Okanagan?
Unfortunately not. However, they did very well in their placements in the preseason. They took down 2-1 against Sacramento 1, 2-0 against Becker College, 2-0 versus Sac State 2, and unfortunately went 0-2 against Boise State. However, that still puts them in the upper echelon in the placements prize. So if all else, we will have, I think, a very fun and entertaining series. However, we are on to the first map, Haven, coming out here. We have UBC Okanagan on the attacking side and CSUDH rounding out on the defensive squad to start things off. And drastically, I should say, different agents being picked on both.
Yes, sorry, I had a bit of an issue there getting into the game. Trying to make sure I am spectating correctly, as I was told I needed to hit the right bracket. We'll see if I am looking at it correctly. But yeah, it looks like only one crossover agent there. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of different abilities coming out. And we're gonna see two different styles of gameplay completely.
Gotta love it. Again, and it always fluctuates a little bit on the defense and the offense, right? You want to keep eyes on how they utilize these agents and how they are going to bring about a win. First game, though, earlier that I cast was a pretty hard rush to start things off, kind of poking at the bears, seeing if the bear will fight back. This time it's more just watching, seeing if the bear is even home.
Again, you know, here you go, first round, you know, no money first round here. So we're everybody's slow at the moment. We've heard some gunshots, no connections yet.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know. I feel like pistols are always very fun to just go straight in, guns blazing, you know, old Western style, and listen, no cover, just go at it. Good luck. But that's not what they're gonna do. However, a little bit of a smoke has come out, and one mad says he got 1K, might get a second, but can't find the mark as Slinder is able to find the return fire. Everyone now dogpiling onto C, as Kurt is able to grab one onto Shan, and Riley picks up Splendor. So in all of that chaos, Sasi goes down. Looks like the attackers are caught a little bit sleeping. It's going to be the defenders dropping into a 3-on-1 now. Just need to take one more, and they do. Dalai Lama goes down. It's going to be a 2-0 giving over the defuse to their very nice friends there.
You know, I kind of feel bad. One Mad Bad Dog there. He tried to play a little bit defensively, tried to get back up into the window. Probably had time to pick up that second kill without trying to play so defensively. And I think that probably might have cost him there.
Yeah, unfortunate. You know, you have to know when to go on the offense and when to push it to defense. And I think last series we saw FGCU got caught in a little bit of a rough time at some points because they gave too much on the defensive side, because they wanted to play a little bit too passive. And so now we'll see round 1 already in the books to the defender side, and Shan already grabs Saucy on that end as well. CSUDH coming out with a little bit of fire to start things off.
See where they get going here. Still pretty slow. Not a lot of hard pushes yet. I think everybody's trying to figure out what they can about their opponent at the moment. If this window clears, though, that could be a shooting gallery out there.
Yeah, and second time again, another member of the defensive squad is able to find some kills, and this time it's a clean 3, possible 4. That's going to be 5, and flawless win in round number 2. Possibly one of many.
And Gunbare BT. I think I'm finally pronouncing it right. It only took me 4 months to figure it out. Gunbare BT, one of the members of Dominguez Hills that absolutely carried them during the championship, with a great play coming out of the window there. Hoping to see more like that from Dominguez Hills. On the side of UBC, it's going to come down to what you guys were talking about in match number 2, checking your corners. Not letting anybody behind you.
Yep. You never want to be caught with your pants down, as that is going to be my new unoriginal catchphrase whenever that happens. But he wants to find something again. This time, not even waiting for them to get outside the door. CSUDH say we'll take the fight to them.
And that's what Dominguez Hills is going to do, I think, all night. They're going to get a little bit of information. They're going to try to push. What did well for them last season, and I don't think they have any reason for them not to do it this season.
Well, Splinter said, nah, you ain't getting away that easily. He took 2 and dipped in the fastest hit and run I've ever seen. Ambara said, not anymore. Trade 1 for 1. Dropped it to a 2-on-2. A little bit healing up coming out from the Phoenix, though.
Weapon switch there might have been an ammo thing. They had used a little bit of ammo there. Maybe looking for some extra.
Yeah, needing that as much as you can. You know, the spray and pray only works if you have bullets available. Bang, going for that plan, and they have gotten it. And Gambare says, "Ha! That was the plan all along." 1-on-1 though. This is gonna be Sage looking to round it out. A bit of a dance. Oh, but the peak got spotted. Now has to play and hold. A good wall, though. Might have sectioned it all the way off. I think he got it. Oh, that's rude. But a nice little spark on the back end. Forces him off. He's going to get it. Yes! 3K for the Sentinel. And the defuse keeping the flawless victories alive. Not flawless round, but hopefully a continuous, secure 3-0 going over to CSUDH.
Well, and let's take a look at it. The economy, Dominguez Hills currently just rocking it. It looks like Vandals all around, and I'm seeing some pistols. I'm seeing some pistols on the side of UBC right now. This might be an economy round for UBC, and that might end up costing them. They might give this one up in just a bloodbath.
Yeah, and it always hurts to see those eco rounds because it has many implications, right? One implication is, yes, you don't have any guns, you don't have any armor, but the larger implication is you are forfeiting a second round, right? You're basically dropping 2 rounds in one, and you never want to do that anytime, especially when you're behind now. So this could easily be a 6-0 before we know it.
Very, very quickly could be a 6-0. And Dominguez Hills playing safe. They know they have weapon advantage. They're keeping good lines of sight. They're just waiting for UBC to come to them.
Gambare gets tagged in the arm. Loses a bit of armor and about 8 health. So now holding that inside again, a full 5-person spread. Once again, still pretty quiet on UBC's side. Don't want to give too much away as Splinter tries to throw down everything, but can't pick up the kill. Oh, that is rough for an ult to use.
Good information though, as they were able to move forward behind that. 4v4, Spike is planted, and now Dominguez Hills has to make a move.
Gotta push in, and I mean, if they need to do a coordinated match on the Omen side, and the one Mad Dog is able to find it. IQ able to grab that one as well. Oh, that's rude. Such a little rude play from Killjoy, as this is now down to just one member, and one Mad is able to find the 3K. Simple round win once again. 3 members still up.
A little close on that countdown there at the end.
Just a little. What was it? Still maybe about 5-10 seconds left on that. Oh man. Still 4-0 thus far, and you know, like we said, this can easily turn, but this is the full buy coming out, full armor as well. So if any round is going to be the one to turn it around, UBC Okanagan gotta do it here, gotta do it now, and make a show of it if they want to put the champions into a bit of a pickle.
Dominguez Hills still great big economy advantage. Something to note though, Gunbara GT did finally go down, so they finally had to spend some cash.
Only took, you know, 4 rounds and a lot of pain going through there. A little bit of tags going through, and Saucy getting spicy in those middle doors.
Hot sauce from Saucy.
Alright, that one was a lot better, I will give you that. Linder says we'll take one, but one more comes back, and Kurt immediately drops it right back down. He said, no, not doing that today. Kurt gets dropped where he stands. Now everyone's starting to push over to the C side of the map. And then the small rotate back again. The spike has not been spotted just yet.
Cat and mouse game on the side of that door.
They both know it. They know that someone else is on the other side, so they both say, all right. We don't want to lose our life just yet. Give it some time.
30 seconds
I feel like we should be quiet. Like, everything's happening so slowly. I feel like we're in a library.
Yeah. Library indeed, as the location is revealed, and finally the keep quiet sign is off. Quick rotate over, you see a majority of UBC Okanagan pushing into that A site. They got the rotate, but they need to get the plant down. 10 seconds left, and they can't. I don't think they can. 8 seconds left. Yes, actually they can. I'm very sorry. Couple seconds left, but that's going to be Ike. Sean grabbing thick in the end, and a quick run around the corner. Splinter picks up that frag. Jen is able to find 3. Might get another here. Yes, gets the 4. Might grab 5. So the bomb goes out, and Gambare steals it away.
That was dirty. That was dirty. Nowhere to go. He had nowhere to go back in that corner.
I mean, that's just...
That was
it's
saucy.
rough.
Saucy. I mean, he had a grenade bouncing behind him. He had bullets in front of him. It's like a choose your own adventure, but every page ends in death.
So true, and I think that really CSUDH, you know, it's the little plays. It's not so much the massive macro moves that you make as a 5-man squad. It's the little things, right? The 2-man plays that you can pull off to either save a little bit more money or just to ensure that one of you doesn't fall, right? I think that's a huge thing to see, and to be able to consistently see from a team that knows that they need to show up here in the first couple weeks of the season starting.
See, my big thing, I'm looking over the scoreboard real quick. My big thing that I'm looking at right now is the fact that Dominguez Hills only has 13 deaths in the first 5 rounds, and UBC has 25. So they have been team wiped all 5 rounds so far, and that's the reason the economy is just so lopsided. As you see, one Mad Dog take down Splinter.
Yeah, And I mean, the plants have helped a little bit, right? That's 4 plants so far, and so it's given a little bit more. But man, those grenade kills are just doing some work there. Chan really pushing through. Now a full rotate back, but might be met with a little bit of pain as one mad. Gosh, on this Omen, playing this lurker role so well.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, a little bit of a shout going out as well. Gonna be a couple shots through the wall and hoping to find a bit of quick damage. Seconds left in a wall.
Good wall.
Oh, that was very entertaining. Shots going out. Ganbare again picking up, and a clean defender round. Only lost 1 member, but the defense is keeping 4. I mean, this is starting to look like a runaway map.
A little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna keep talking about it until it changes. I mean, 30 to 14 is the depth difference between these two teams. 30 to 14. You got to get some kills. At this point, even if you trade for them, you got to get some kills. You've got to knock these members of Dominguez Hills down. You have to make them spend their money. Otherwise, they will have an economy advantage the entire round. And that's the last thing you want, because you're never going to be able to make a comeback if they don't have to spend money. You know, if you're only getting 1 or 2 members and they're at maximum econ and they're high members, you can just buy for everybody. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
one mad bad dog there with that long range.
Yeah, just taking out his counterpart, saying we're not dealing with that today, and a quick 3 kills make that 4. They are just wailing in, and a quick run in. Oh man, I've been calling him so many names, but he is bad to the bone here. Flawless win for the defenders once again.
Yeah, this is beginning to look a lot like what I thought it might. Dominguez Hills has just such a good team. I'm just glad it's not 3 a.m. again like it was during the championship. Calling that one with Caleb Glooby. That one was fun. If any of you guys remember that one, if you were here in the fall watching that one, that was a good time. But right now, Dominguez Hills just showing why they were the fall champions for Valorant.
Doesn't look like they want to give that title over anytime soon. You know, I think one of the fun things that you always see is the unofficial champion, you know, where each game matters as well throughout the seasons. Where is that invisible trophy at now? And they're showing off that they don't want to give it at all. They're going to keep hanging on to it until the end, and then they'll just take it right back again. Very quiet start here, though. This time around, it is now saying that they don't hold him. Trade 1 for 1. Getting a little bit better here as Saucy trades his life. Mad Bad grabs it. Headshot. Man, these quick wins are starting to cut in to UBC's side.
Yeah, no, it's getting kind of crazy there. Wow. They have everything they want right now. Everything they want, they're getting.
And if you can, like, I don't think I've seen it that often, but looking at the eco, the creds coming out for CSUDH, it has to hurt if you were to see that scoreline anywhere. Of seeing that multiples of them have all their weapons and armor, and yet are all sitting well above that 5K threshold.
Yeah. I mean, even IQ Baby, he's at 3,000, and he's died the most with 6 kills now. Even he's sitting there with plenty of money to buy.
This might be the round, though. Just drop down to a 2-on-2. It's gonna be the Sova and Sage stuck in the back lines and kind of pinched off. You know, they might not have fun, and there it is. Big Bang actually grabs 1. That's gonna force it into a 2-on-1. Spike being rushed over to C, though. I'm not sure if this is actually what you want, because now your team is split. Kurt planting that down. And the operator fully in play here.
Well, if you can find a good angle, Riley will be able to pull this one off if he has the right angle.
Right angle indeed. Checking his corners as he should. Goes for the fake defuse. and draws him out, but he's not looking. So he doesn't have a clear shot, but now, there it is, thrown out. Gets one, and might pick up the other. No, 4 health. He is working on a prayer, and that's all it is. Oh, the smoke going down, goes very, very quickly for it, and I think he's got it. Yeah, very nice stop from Kurt to force a fake defuse too many times. That is first round for UBC Okanagan.
I believe first match of the day, didn't we see an 8-1 comeback? I'm asking my
Quite
producer.
possibly. Oh man.
So my producer's letting me know that the first match of the day today, there was a 7-1 disparity, which then became an 8-1 disparity, and it ended up in a 10-13 underdog victory there, or comeback victory there. Shouldn't say underdog, but definitely a comeback victory there. So you never know with Valorant, folks. You just never know. However, this one looks pretty good right now for Dominguez Hills.
Yeah, but Splendor has something to say about it. Maybe a little bit of a confidence boost, just what they needed, but they're able to grab one without losing another. And now, Killjoy activated on the attacking squad as Splendor continues on a little bit of a tear here. 2 for himself. As the plant goes down and they're waiting, they just need a little bit more, but that's going to be the ultimate coming out of Sova, trying to throw down a little bit of pain here. Catch some people off guard. Very quick snaps. 3 on 2 as the defenders fall very, very quickly. And only Rally left. The op in hand. You got one. Oh! Very nice peek from Saucy.
And I think Riley's just going to go live here. Survival is key. He's got the op. He doesn't want to drop it. Doesn't want to give a free op over to UBC. So that's a good call, not giving the free op away.
I mean, you have so many rounds to work with, right? You already crossed that threshold of 6 that you need moving into the second half, right? Now you're just playing for a little bit extra safety net. And I think, like you said, very, very well thought out. And that's 2 rounds in a row, though. We can't discredit that. UBC Okanagan, they've won 2 in a row, looking to make it 3. I mean, what so far do you think is really going their favor right now that's giving them these all-important victories?
I think they're getting early kills. The 2 rounds that they've won so far, they got early kills. They had agent advantage, and they pushed their advantage. That's what they got to keep doing. They got to keep pushing every little advantage they can find, and they just need to keep playing the style they want to play. I think those first 8 rounds, they learned a lot about Dominguez Hills. I think they're starting to put that knowledge into practice, and I think they're going to get 2 more before Dominguez Hills finally stops the bleeding.
Yeah, how quickly can you apply the Band-Aid?
I would like to say, somebody in chat threw out the barbecue greater than maple syrup. So I'd like to point that one out in this U.S. versus Canada match here in match number 3 of the night on NECC Esports. So interesting little back and forth there from the Twitch chat.
Yeah, usually it's EU versus NA. Now it's just, straight up, let's just go to our neighbors over there. Start knocking on their door a little bit. But I do like that. We'll see the battle of the condiments coming out here, and it's going to be a few shots going out. No kills, though. None of those early kills that they were hoping to find. So this is going to be a full 5-on-5 coming into this A side push.
And it looks like it might only be like 4v4.
Oh! And that was a well-timed shot. Spike still not down. That is a rough time to have. Yeah.
One mad dog on the flank. This could get bad.
Oh. Oh, that's so trolling. No one checked the top in heavens, and now finally the Phoenix does, but the defenders have one. Oh my gosh, that is just rude with the mines there. Hiding underneath and gets.
Last round before the switch.
That was mean. That was mean. So much. They can spam hashtag Coach Jim is wrong in the chat. So much for 2 more for UBC before Dominguez Hill stops the bleeding. So I am prepared for the hashtag Coach Jim is wrong in chat. You know what's happening, folks. But yeah, nobody holding back here. I'm just looking at the dollar values available to Dominguez Hills and going, yeah, why not? 4 Vandals and an op. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I do have to give credit where credit is due. You called it, right? Those early kills are what really was winning the rounds, having that man advantage and that agent advantage throughout the beginnings of each round. And that time they did not have it. They were forced into a situation where it's a full 5-on-5, and they just couldn't catch it out. So now, again, we're waiting to see if they can find that early kill. They need that early opening. They want to start pushing in. They're just not finding it. Very quick adaptation coming out from CSUDH.
You know, I'm looking at this. Splinter not only has the Bladestorm, also has a Judge, so could get interesting at long or short range if Splinter finds some people in the open.
And Kurt finds the first frag. Dave finds the second. And Splinter actually, interestingly enough, threw to finish the ult and then immediately swapped up to a shotty with no response. So 3-on-3 right now. Very quick and quiet as Shan is able to pick up a third. It's a little bit spike though, being rotated back out in a defensive posturing from UBC.
And they ended up not needing him. He was just sitting there and see. I know he was waiting for a possible rotation, but just sitting there, and they could have needed him, and that could have been really bad.
It could have, would have, should have, but unfortunately, that half is over 10-2 as we go into the second half of this map, especially with attacking side CSUDH. It's theirs to lose at this point.
There.
And let's see. Always fun to see the no buy round. Always fun to see what people do with pistols.
There.
Could set the tone. Could set the tone. A good round here sets the tone. You know, I think a flawless round here sets the economy tone for sure.
Yeah, you get that flawless with the pistols, especially. It sets a whole precedent. But this is going to be a very quick pick of that. A little bit of a mounted turret. An immediate show of force. A lot of it's going through and a full push. All 5 members rushing straight in. A little bit of bouncing robot to spot people out. An immediate plant as well. One goes down. Shin finding that headshot. Second might be next. A Splinter on the backside, able to take out one of the attackers again. 4-on-3 here as UBC are looking for any point of entry into the site. Saucy finding his mark.
Oh,
With a jump out, and that's gonna be the ooh. Snaps all around as that's gonna put the attackers at 2 and the defenders at 1.
something to point out for those of you watching. If you didn't notice, the team did change colors.
Last player standing.
So I know most of you are probably saying, "Yeah, coach, you didn't know." For those who didn't know, teams did change colors.
Yeah, colors indicate defense or offense. So that's the fun part of all that. As that was a nice little win coming out for CSUDH once again, as they are looking to put the final nails in the coffin. Not only did they win the knife round in pretty commanding fashion, they also are able to buy up as much as they want, meaning the next round should more or less be in their pocket with a fairly large eco, 1 revolver outside of the default loadout.
And full sub guns for everybody on Dominguez Hills right now.
Not even armor.
Looks like a mid push. Look at that mid push by the.
Yeah, and they do keep him catch him sleeping right there. That is gonna be Rally grabbing 1, Bad Dog grabbing 2. Yeah, and that's rough.
No,
Yeah.
Dalai Lama getting that kill there. That's huge.
Spike planted.
Not giving up the flawless is massive. It means somebody on your team will have extra cash in their pocket. So massive there to get that kill to stop the flawless.
Yeah, and remember, this was a round where they were sitting a little bit worse for wear, and so now they gotta wait and see. Didn't check the back though. So walked right by a little bit of a tower. Still though, again, 22 health and
Placing swarm grenade.
potential second to last round. Might be looking to bait it out.
It was an interesting strategy for them just to push hard mid as the defenders. It's an interesting strategy, especially when you're down on the econ, when you have the lesser weapons. That's a really interesting
Swarm
strategy.
grenade out.
It's one that you're just kind of sitting there going, all right, you had your fun. Now we get to have our fun. And now, looks like a complete full buy coming out once again. Yes, that is it. Completely zeroes out the bank account. Everyone's sitting there with a very beautiful gun in pocket. See if they can pull it off. 5 seconds left until round start.
Ironically, the one person without a rifle is Dalai Lama, who's sticking with the sub gun.
Hoping to hold the best they can. And it looks like A site will be down for a potential final battle. Bullet Tremors going out into these smokes and blinds as Gambare finds one for himself. Dropping the plant down as well. Saucy caught in between the middle of a rock and a hard place. That's going to be the wall going up. Gambare zoning everyone out. This is looking dire. Caught sleeping though. Caught on the reload. And it's going to be Bad Dog as well. Dropping the base. Trying to save this round. Picks up 3. And that is going to be the spray and pray to find the last one. Dalai Lama. Last one to fall here to secure map number 1 for CSUDH.
And just a good map there for Dominguez Hills. I mean, nothing wrong with a 13-2. Nothing at all wrong with a 13-2.
Yeah.
So, and it also leaves us with not a lot to talk about, as it was a pretty commanding performance there. And something really interesting about Dominguez Hills is, I was talking about Gambare BT, and they ended up almost, I think, 4th or 5th on the leaderboard there for them. Any member of Dominguez Hills can pop off at any time. And it's something that's really interesting to see. They don't really have one hard carry on that team.
Yeah, and that allows them so much flexibility, right? I wanted to point out something that you were talking about, right? Right as they won that first round on the side of UBC Okanagan, what occurred was something that I rarely see, but it was executed very flawlessly, which is a complete shift of mentality and a complete shift in the style that they're going for, right? A huge part of this game is adaptation. How do you adapt to your opponent, and how do you adapt to the varying play styles that come out? And they showed it off. Hey, they won a couple rounds in a row. Cool. We need to adapt fast to stem this bleeding. UBC Okanagan were able to do it at around round 8, and that's how they did it. But they just need to be a hair faster and start making their way through it. They want to be able to take, I believe, the next map on the board.
So, and it's just going to come down to possibly agent choice. I think that Dominguez Hills there possibly just had a better set of 5 for going into what they needed there. Maybe a little bit more vision denial, maybe a little bit more crowd control for UBC, because they've got good shooters. We saw that. We saw a lot of good shooters there. They just didn't have the control of the map that they needed. In one man's opinion, and Shaq can jump all over me if they think I'm wrong.
I think that's a very clear analysis, and we'll see if they can make anything happen. UBC Okanagan going in to the next map. We'll see what they can do. CSUDH looking to close it out in a clean 2-0 sweep. We'll be right back with game number 2. And we are back after that very short intermission as we are moving into map number 2 here between CSUDH and UBC Okanagan. Again, 13-2 was the round scores. CSUDH taking map number 1 off of Haven and now moving on to Ascent. It looks like here. I mean, Jim, what are we looking at? What do you think will occur here in map number 2?
All right, first off, I think we got to look at the prediction coming out. Twitch chat overwhelmingly thinks Dominguez Hills is going to take this one. As far as the map we're looking at, I think it's going to come down to more so the agents that get picked. So I think that's what we're looking at here. I think UBC needs to figure out a change. I don't think they can go with that same lineup and expect anything different to happen. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So, hopefully some good coaching over there. They figure out a switch they can make. Like I said, I think a little bit more control will help them out a lot. I could be dead wrong. Chat always lets me know when I am. But that's what I would look for if I'm UBC. I would look for a little bit more control, give my shooters a little bit more time to shoot, a little bit more time to check their corners, and I think we'll see a much closer match if that's what happens.
Yeah, but it does look like we are having somewhat of the same, I believe, in those agents coming out with that Sova Brimstone. Brimstone is the new one. Excuse me, I believe, but still seeing the Breach and Jet. Breach and Jet, I believe, or at least from what I've seen, are two pretty big staples in any composition.
At the moment, yes. At the moment, definitely. So a little change though, and the change they made, I think, was a little bit more control. So they brought themselves a little bit more control. Let's see if that makes the difference.
Yep. Find out how that works and be able to utilize it. Once again, a huge thing is also spotting out the little, maybe the player tendencies also helps, It took him 8 rounds last time in the first map. Hopefully this time it only takes them 3 or 4 chances. However, UBC Okanagan will be starting on the defending side. This time with CSUDH being allowed to take a little bit of control and set their own pace for the first half of this map.
And they are in the pistols round here.
Yeah, and Shan says, all right, you want to wait around? We'll take it to you. Grabbing one off the mark. That's going to be a sight. Being the need, shutting the doors down, so a few more entry points for UBC if they want to try and defuse this spike.
That was a quick plant through there. I like the quick plant here in this round.
Yeah. Bad dog. Happy to pick up another one. As again, the defenders looking like they are lost here. Bad dog holding off that corridor. Snapping Q on the way back. Rally as well. 3K for Bad Dog. And
the last thing you want to see right there is a flawless pistol round. That's the last thing you want to see if you're UBC right now.
And again, full no buy or anything. That is the force setting here. And Bad Dog, last time we saw him repeatedly. I don't think he was the MVP or the primary KDA at the end of the day, but still, coming out with the 3K early, setting himself ready and waiting with that ultimate ability, hoping to start kicking things off as quickly as possible. Ganbare, though, happy to take out some of that information that UBC was trying to work with. And Bad Dog holding off on their own. 2 members clearing out that flank side. And again, Bad Dog lurking on the side has done so well to continuously hold this corridor. And there it goes. Drops one. Might get another. Grabs out a pistol. Grabs a third. He has earned his name. Holding that corridor strong. And Bang says, oh. Flawless back to back. CSUDH.
That's gonna just be such an economy advantage. Oh man. There's a lot of zeros and a lot of 2s on the KDAs from UBC right now. And I would really love to see them make a really good play here on defense. I don't want to see another 13-2 round. I want to see a really hotly contested one here. But they're going to need to make a play right here. They can't let it keep going. They need to make the play right here, right now. They have the weapons. They actually have weapon advantage, so they got to make the play right now.
Yep. 5 SMGs versus 5 sets of biggies. Gonna have to wait and see. Bad Dog misses a tag. Shot a little bit too late. And now the full rotate once again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going towards that A site. Is what they said. Shan looking to be the front runner. Try and get that pick once again. Gets a few, but immediately gets shot at afterwards. Runs out of bullets. Oh, the reload. Catching another life. Gambare immediately avenges his fallen brother. Quick couple tags on the head. Drops the armor. That's 1 HP, I believe, on that Sova. Quick tags. And kills coming through. Dog and Rally holding off that corridor. That corridor has been a bloodbath thus far.
Saucy dropping some more of that hot sauce.
Happy to do so, as again, it's not looking like it's going to be another 8-round run. If at all possible, they have the chance to grab their first here in the 3rd round of this match.
There it is.
Had to hold with bated breath as Saucy grabs a 3K of his own. And a little bit easier breathing coming out. Not falling into that hole just yet.
You know, not only did they get a new agent, but they also swapped some agents around, it looks like. So
yeah,
we'll see if that is very helpful for them. But you see the money that was available for Dominguez Hills. You know, they lost that round, full team death, but look at them. Vandal. Phantom, Vandal, op. Just they have all the money. What are you gonna do? They have all the money. What kind of
all I
acronym
heard was
CSUDH. It's Cal State University Dominguez Hills. It's a great acronym.
yeah.
SUDA, baby. SUDA. What's wrong with SUDA? And if they don't call it SUDA, they should start calling it SUDA right now.
What's wrong is you and me getting flamed into oblivion for saying that on broadcast.
We're gonna get flamed for SUDA? I don't think so, man. SUDA's good stuff.
Yeah. But we are getting underway for this round. Minute left on the clock. Start making the moves that they want. A couple quick tags had dropped out that breach, I believe, on the attacker's side. So they say can't move too quickly.
Well, and we saw the brimstone smoke come out. That's what I was talking about earlier. Just a little bit more control. That's all you need. If you can control the enemies just a little bit more, your shooters will have more time.
30 seconds left. You should run.
That is going to be the Killjoy activation going down. Saucy grabbing one on the back and dropping Shan. That's going to be another one as Splendor is very happy. This is going to be a problem possibly. Oh, lots of pain. Coming down now. One player detained. Big message coming across as that is going to be a push in. Hoping their best. Quick tag, one left as the spike is down, and that is going to be it. Defenders grab a second. So UBC Okanagan pulling back here on the second map. Kicking things off here for the first time in this, we're on this map, I should say. We see a half buy coming out, SMGs and a little bit of armor for each member. Steady. Versus an op and 4 for UBC. So
I think this might be the first round UBC has had weapon advantage.
Yeah. And they might be able to pull it off. Yeah, little turret peeking around there. They're a little bit low, and they are met with grand fire to the face. Dalai Lama is the only one to die so far on UBC side. Dominguez Hill ready and waiting in position to catch a few surprise kills of their own.
Don't walk out. Don't do it. Oh my god, you're absolutely murdered. Walk out!
Oh, and immediately Rally runs straight into gunfire. Gonna get the gun up. Am I getting 2K? No, does not. Straight a 1-for-1 drops. Defenders now in a 2v1 situation. Able to pull the flank, but the spike is down. They need to make their move now. They want to ensure a proper hold. A couple seconds left. Barre gets caught and finds one, but that's the offer himself.
Could be enough
Saucy
time.
grabs it with just a
Could
few.
be enough time. Yep.
Hear it.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
All right.
There we go.
Don't get my hopes up there. Come on.
I meant for the defuse.
I know.
For defuse. Oh yeah. Now UBC playing a great match round so far here. You know, they got the economy finally. Dolly Llama might be saving this round. Actually, it looks like Kurt and Dolly might be saving this round. The big purchases, nope, there's Kurt's doing a buy. Big purchases though for Dominguez Hills is they went Vandals again. Now, if you look at the economy, now it's UBC with the economy. Economy, a huge part of this game. Anybody who doesn't believe that, you know, should be playing something else. So let's see where they go here.
Yeah, everything about that muddy control, everything about keeping your opponent off set as best you can. That is going to be another ulti coming out, firing off. One shot, two. Finding anyone, so no damage going through.
Big early plant. Early plant. Gotta like it.
Yeah.
Gotta like it.
Yeah, the weapons, why not push as quick as possible? And this spray through the floor actually caught him Gambare, able to finish that one off, but that was very nice spray right there.
That was pretty nuts. On the spectator mode. Through the floor again.
One enemy remaining.
Why not? And oh, a third! There it is! Bang gets it with the ulti. Nice little hunter move there. However, he is the last one standing. Gets spotted out. Finds a third for himself. I got hunted down? Yeah, but gets caught sleeping. Oh, man. Bang. Happy with the 4.
Bomb went off though. So point goes to Dominguez Hills. The bomb went off. Good economy stop though there from Thick Bang, as forcing buys from basically the entire team there, as I think they had 4 that round. 4 kills that round going to Thick Bang. And like we said, playing that economy game. Thick Bang doing what he can for the team, playing that economy game.
Yeah, and now we get to wait and see. Still again, all Vandals running through, but a shotty on Splendor and a pistol for Dolly. So
Dolly's
gotta be a man down.
Kill. They're gonna move over to a kill and pick up a weapon.
Yeah, that's been the call for them the entire time. Yeah. Let's see if they're able to pull it off again. To start that off, they first need a kill. A little bit of pain for Babe as he's trying his best to move in with the rest of the squad, but Thick Bang says no, get off my sight. Gambare says nope, it's ours. So they do get the spike plant once again, and here we go again. A defense by the attackers to keep this spike alive.
Killjoys from both sides, so everybody's gonna hang out for a couple seconds here.
3 players detained actually by the attack Killjoy. Splendor with the shot he drops bad dog. You gotta love ragdoll physics.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. It's like, oh hey, yeah, you just got wrecked. Have
Yeah, the problem is now they are on the side, but a nice couple grabs means that at least they stopped some ecos. It's gonna be a final round win coming out. CSUDH coming back with 2 in a row.
And that was big. They were able to get out of the blast zone. That was pretty big.
Yeah, saving guns, saving that eco, making sure that they can buy fully and keep themselves in this game again. Dolly finally picking up a weapon as well. Got the weapon that they were wanting.
And you know,
Shan
Dominguez
and Bad
Hills now.
There you go.
Dominguez Hills now. They have the economy advantage. 10 Vandals on the board at the moment.
Revealing area.
You know, what are the other weapons for? You know, no one cares about those. Just go with the Vandals. You want to rob some wins. You want to rob some kills, and this is the way to do it. In goes the Jet, though, and grabs one up. Shand with a quick hit and run. Looking for a second, though, as you can see him speeding across. Gets a second onto Kurt. Looking for a third. There it is. Get that highlight reel ready, because the fourth might be on the board, but they walk by each other, and bang. Stops that run, but still, 3K for Shand is enough to force the A side off by the defenders.
You know, I will say personally, I am a fan of the silenced weapons or the suppressed weapons, just because it gives that little bit of an advantage. They might not hear where you're shooting from, and I personally think they're worth the slightly diminished stats, just because, you know, sometimes, especially in a game like this, knowledge is power, and if you can deny them some knowledge, then you might have the extra power.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping here, as a spike hasn't been planted. This is a looks like a full save coming out here. Yeah, that's gonna be the hold. So Splendor and a Bang holding on to their Vandals and one set of armor. Splendor said, all right, that's the last of my money. This is gonna be it, guys.
Well, let's see if Kurt and Llama buy. They're buying armor. I see armor. Nope. They're thinking about it. There's a Bucky. There's a ghost of the pistol. I forget what this machine gun is. Showing the fact that I know nothing. We will see the Bulldog come out, though.
Yeah, gotta grab something. They're gonna go ahead. Throw in a trammer through a couple walls. And again, a very slow move on this one, splitting it to B and A. Test the water, see if they can pick up a kill or a two before they really make their decision.
Right. One second. You can see all the lines of sight. Watching on the spectator mode is so interesting because you can see where everyone is. Especially seeing the lines of sight, it's really interesting. For any new players, checking out how they use the lines of sight to control certain points, something everyone needs to learn how to do if you want to try to climb in this ladder.
So many little details that you can always follow. You know how they drop their spray, just like that. Saucy grabbing 4 off the side with that flank. Disgusting moves coming out of him. He's now sitting at 12 and 5. I mean, if anyone's gonna keep pace and keep UBC in the running to grab this map number 2, it's gonna be Saucy. Wow.
Ace for Saucy.
You should have seen your faces.
Listen, Flawless is cool and all, but Saucy got the ace. I mean, that has to be a confidence booster if I've ever seen one.
Let's take a look, though. We look at UBC, you know, just at the kills. 13-8, 3-3-1. You know, Saucy doing a lot of carry here. Look at the other side, though. Look at Dominguez Hills. 8-8, 5-5-5. Everyone right there in the mix. So it's just like what we talked about earlier. Every member of Dominguez Hills can come up with the clutch if they need it, which is something you don't always see on a team.
Yeah, very big variance that you're not always hunting for one member, and everyone has that same opportunity to really, really make the plays happen. Everyone's sitting inside. Ooh. That's gonna be a quick grab, a couple kills all the way through, and a nice hold around the corner means control is given over to CSUDH, and they claim 2 rounds in a row for themselves.
No, and that's
Very sorry, just one.
We could see all of that happening. We could see all of that happening. We're just sitting here like, oh, this is going to be a bloodbath, and it was. It absolutely was. You saw perfect positioning there from Dominguez Hills. And if we're looking, I think this might be an economy round. Maybe, maybe not. They're deciding.
It looks like someone overrode everyone else.
Yeah, they thought about it, and it looks like a partial economy round there. We will see Ranger come out. We'll see some Vandal, a couple of subbers, Marshall. So we will see. Definite weapon advantage here. I think this is going to be a round round for Dominguez Hills.
Deploying drone.
Yeah, and that was a nasty little shot there.
Spike planted.
Coming out. That's gonna be another quick couple as Shan just drops 3 like it's nothing. He is making those moves, ready to be on that highlight reel, and the jumping kill once again. Another flawless round. Suddenly it looks like
Last
CSUDH
round
have found their momentum. So taking a look, taking stock of what's been going on. You can see a full buy coming out. And Dalai Lama has said he is done with this game. He has gone LMG mode here.
Full Odin right there. 4 Vandals and an Odin. Nothing wrong with that. Bro,
Gotta bring the gods in if you want to win a round, apparently. That's gonna be Shan immediately shutting it down, though. 3 members dead, 4th to follow. Now only 1 remaining. The Odin is the last one standing.
And Riley grabbing that the ultimate kill there through the wall. I don't even think they had vision. I just think they had the like the general area that people were in.
That is. I love that so much. I'm sorry. That was a great round to have. 2 members dead, but still the win goes to them, and now they're starting to pull away ever so slightly. Lots of.
Well, and here we go. This defense for Dominguez Hills, and this is where they had that huge lead on the first map, was on defense. So let's see if they can, if they're just going to end this one out here 5 in a row.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it. Just push through, have a blast, and, you know, take the series 2-0 and continue to show why they are a squad to consistently be feared. So, looking here, taking a look at everything that's gone on in UBC, I mean, they've definitely done better this map, right? What do you think they need to do? I mean, looking at the stack here.
I think this round's going to be huge. This round is important. Especially against a team like Dominguez Hills, who does so well on defense. Getting an economy advantage early is going to be huge. If they win this one, it keeps it close. If they don't win this one, I think he gets away from it.
They are hoping to see a couple kills come their way. A lot of those coming through. An immediate pincer maneuver coming out. They're caught. But Saucy finds an opening, takes out Shan. You see, opening continues. Saucy gets taken down. Very nice shock dart. It's going to be Vave getting dropped and dropping. Defenders are up 3. Make that a 1-on-3 here. Killjoy, last one standing, and Rally gets 3 to kick things off here in the second half.
You know, we were talking about it, you know, 13-13, 10-10-5 on the side of Dominguez Hills. And ironically, the member I was talking about earlier, Gumbare BT, we haven't said their name a lot here on map number 2. They're currently at the bottom, 5-7-3. And, you know, it's interesting to see a really good player like that at the bottom of a scoreboard. The rest of their team just going off, though.
Yeah, and I definitely don't think that's anything to say, hey, you're having a bad game, but there are points where your utility does not shine through, right? That is not a stat that you usually see in a KDA. So,
hey, you're telling me I'm a Swain main support in League of Legends. There's a lot of stats we don't see. I'd love to get zoning assists with my Swain W, but that's a different story. We got Valorant right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about League at a later time, of course. But when we were waiting, there was a very quick grab onto the attacking Sova. That's going to be Shan dropping another.
Out of charges.
Looks like CSUDH may have this one in the bag as well. One more left.
Yeah, there it is. As soon as you get the spike carrier and you know where the spike is, you can just camp the spike and it's basically over.
Yeah. Unless someone goes hunting.
Shan taking 4 there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and you're gonna see once again, you're gonna see subs against Vandals. So it's that weird moment where you've got the better economy, but the opposing team has the better weapons. And I think Riley does look like he switched from a subgun to a Vandal. But otherwise, the weapon advantage will go to UBC for this round. And they're going to need it. They need to stop the bleeding right here.
If they don't, there will be some problems. And the checking out of this, I think, very failed smoke, unfortunately.
No, that was on purpose. That was 100% on purpose.
Blocking out that potential sniping position, I take it, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's very entertaining to see. I love to see it. This is why I'm not a professional Valorant player, because I laugh at good plays. Sophie round to the corner and catches Bad Dog sleeping right there. Oh, man, that is not a fun experience to have. Very nice pick. And again, Saucy so far has been the one to watch to start carrying a lot of these rounds.
Saucy has done work here on map number 2. 15-10 KDA at the moment. They're not done yet.
That's all the flipping into the A, but Babe immediately shuts down SMG for the win. Sick Bang says we can't have that. Defender left with 1.
Spike planted.
SMG only in his pocket, so Bari take a very silent pick and can't find it. Bang with the quick snap, picks up 4, and the round win.
And that is exactly what UBC needed. They needed to stop the bleeding. They did that. They had pretty good economy that round. And you know, you're going to see all the numbers going very low on the side of Dominguez Hills. A couple of them might choose to hold on to cash. They all grabbed armor. Yep. Nope, they're going to spend. Yeah, I don't know. Now they're changing their minds. Gotta love looking at it. Do I want the gun? Do I not want the gun? Just both my shoes? Who knows? And it looks like Sean, IQ Sean's going to go with the classic. So we'll see if they hang back and try to pick something up.
Armor and a side piece. Love it, love it, love it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I would say Splinter on the Bulldog, and I like that.
Yeah,
Not
very nice slider. Yeah, and here's the reason why they decided to go with the pistol. The ultimate is up, Blade Storm ready to go. Slips under the guise of darkness and is around. This could be a big grab on the defender's side. Throws out a couple, finds one. Might grab another as the ultimate is traded. Pistol goes out, only tags on 20 HP off. But I think Sean has done it. Successfully gotten away with murder.
Man, well, for now, it's still a 4v4. Vengeance could come upon them. We shall see. Oh,
Final found the gun.
Saucy had their own Blade Storm up. Saucy had their own Blade Storm up, I think. And got absolutely destroyed there.
Full rush though, and immediately gets caught sleeping. Bang!
What's up, baby? What's up, baby? How's it going, baby? I think Baby's upset. I think we've been talking about Sean too much. Baby's like, hey, I'm 16-8. Why aren't you talking about me? 16-8 with 8 assists. Why aren't you talking about me, guys? It's a couple rounds in a row where Baby is making some noise. So maybe we have to stop not talking about him.
And yeah, I want to point out he's been one of the linchpins to a lot of these these side pressures where he just catches them unaware, right? I think so far it's been 3 times that he's been sitting in those choke points with the double barrels down. This time with that 3-man sweep and stuffs down what could have been a run back by UBC for another couple rounds, but now put in a tough spot. Bad Dog finds Snipe in the back, finds a second quick pick.
Maybe 3? Maybe 3?
Maybe 3, but no, he didn't have his gun out. Oh, one pop to the head.
Always have the gun out.
Yeah, always have the gun out and don't be reloading. As much as that sounds weird, you know, you always want bullets, but just try not to be reloading in optimal times.
This is about to get bad here.
It's very quiet. Sean picks up another. We'll spray and pray, and that's going to be VV saying that's going to be it. 12.
Sean ran out of bullets, had to switch over to the Ghost.
Match point.
had to switch to the ghost. Like, wait, I don't have time to reload. I have another gun. We're fine. But this is what I was saying. Dominguez feels so good on defense. Don't get me wrong. They're good on offense as well. They can attack just as well as anybody. You don't become the champion by being one-dimensional. But they are so good on the defensive side.
There has been no reprieve from their pressure. They have done, as you stated, extremely well in keeping these corners, these pressure down, and finding UBC unawares. And the final maneuver in UBC's pocket seems to be a hold in corridor with almost no ultimates to their name.
Dalai Lama has theirs, and it is a good one.
That's going to be the ultimate drop, and they're going to make a move, but Baby catches one. Dog catches another, and Saucy trying his best, but falls. Baby grabbing it, and Gambari drops it to a 1-on-4. Much as they wish, Dalai Lama can't find an opening. And that is going to be the quick 2-0 from CSUDH.
And there's nothing really else to say there. Dominguez Hills played so well on defense that, you know, even if they go 50-50 on the attacking side, if you play that well on defense,
yeah, you guys are just better. GG.
Yeah, and it's so well fought. Have to agree with you there.
Yeah. Got sound from the game on back here. They're talking in the post-game lobby. But no, if anybody's looking like for strategies on how to play defense on these maps, go back, watch Dominguez Hills. If you can copy it verbatim, you're going to end up having a pretty good time.
Yeah, and just beautiful job again. Taking a look at the scoreline, Sean popping off, Baby as well, having some glorious plays, and the rest of the squad's really kicking it. Rally 14-8, just all the way through, well coordinated, well fought. Looking over on UBC Okanagan's side, though, I mean, they had some glimmers of hope, right? Saucy to name one, and Thickbang as well. 14-4, 13-4, kind of sneaking up there in terms of the KDA.
If you go over to the econ rating, though, you'll see 4 of the 6 top players were from Dominguez Hills, just to go show you how great their economy was. You know, getting 4 of the top 6 or 3 out of the top 5, whichever stat you want. They're both good stats. If you've got more money, you've got better guns, and if you've got better guns, you're probably going to win. When you got 2 teams that, you know, equal skill, it's going to come down to who does more damage the fastest. And then the other thing we were talking about was the First Bloods. In the rounds where UBC won, they had First Blood. That's what we talked about. And, you know, you should look at the numbers here. Sean had 7. 7. That's a great number to have on a single person. So, I mean, the next person was 2. For the record, you know, we went from 7 to 2. So, you know, just engagement from Dominguez Hills is what won them a lot of maps. They had agent advantage, they pushed their advantage, and they could just cover more corners. If you've got more warm bodies, you can cover more corners. That's just basic math. But otherwise, I don't think there's really anything else on that. There's really nothing else on that scoreboard to look at, with the exception of the fact that we talked about how good Dominguez Hills' defense was. They did not have a defusal. Let's say that again. They did not have a defusal, which means that there was not, I don't think there was a plant. No, there was one plant. There was one plant from UBC, and it exploded. It went off. They won the round. Just how sick is that, though? If you're on defense and you're stopping them from even planting, you don't have to worry about defusing. You could keep that in your pocket. Don't even take it out. Don't even charge the batteries. You know, they're saying, no, we're just going to kill you. We don't need to worry about defusing the bomb. You're not going to plant it. You got nowhere to go. So that's probably actually the biggest one. It's the last one I'm going to mention. It's also the last one on the scoreboard. But just, you got nothing. You got nothing going if you're not getting the plants down. You got to get it planted because it completely changes. Once you plant, then you're kind of playing defense. All you have to do is protect it. Otherwise, you have to be the team that's pushing. If you're the team that's pushing, you're going to walk into some blind alleys, and that never goes well for you.
Yeah. Blind checking corners and just not having the games that you want. That is going to be CSUDH coming away with a 2-0 victory. I
If you've
think
got
that is
one, Caleb.
we are
For-
getting word that there might be an interview if they wish. We will be getting a member in here. I think we have a choice here. What do you want, Jim? What are we looking at?
I mean, I kind of called it earlier. I would like to talk to Bayv just because we talked about Sean the whole time. I'd like to talk to Bayv, who very quietly had the second best performance on Dominguez Hills.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll get him in here. We'll have some fun and talk and get a little bit of insight into, how that was played and how they were able to come about with such a clean victory and, maybe what's changed from last year's fall split over here now to the 2021 seasons. If that has maybe changed some of their fundamental thoughts of the game itself. So once again, we will be getting Bay V coming in here very shortly. But there will be.
Somebody asked in chat, the next match of the night is Montclair against Sacramento State. So for the person who asked in Twitch chat, the next one is Montclair versus Sacramento State. Unfortunately, myself and Orbital will not be here for that one, as we are getting kicked off as casters after this one. We were just too good. We were just too good. They can't keep us around for more than one because we were just too good. But that will be the next one. And you will have the announcers from game one today. And I am trying to remember, my producer in my ear can tell me the casters for that one. I will be glad to.
Jag and Septilence were the two, so
There
we'll
you
have
go. Thank you.
we'll have
Orbital
both
has
of
it.
them back on the broadcast as they cast series number 1, which is also a 3-game series. Actually, the only 3-game series so far. 3-map series, I should say. Sorry.
And I keep forgetting that Twitch chat is behind me and you speaking. But CSUDH Esports called out good analysis. So I guess I said something right. So,
Yeah, it always feels good. Yeah. But again, looking at it in a 2-0 series, now they get to start looking forward, right? Something that we haven't talked about a whole lot is moving forward. How do you come back from something like this? Again, this is week 1. It's not a full tourney or anything like that, but I want to kind of take a look at UBC Okanagan because we will be talking once again with Baby here very shortly. But UBC Okanagan, you get put down this hard. And I say that in the best way possible. You're going up against the former champion, right? Like you were in an uphill battle. Where do you go from here? Where do you start kind of climbing back in a sense?
They played a good match. It's not that they played poorly. And there were a lot of moments where it came down to less than a second, less than half a second. It might have come down to lag. It might have simply come down to ping on a couple of those corner shots. And if you're talking about that's what it comes down to, then your skill level is there. Your skill level's there. They made the change that I actually was looking for, bringing the Brimstone a little bit more control. They made the change I was looking for. They just ran into the brick wall that is Dominguez Hills. And I say that as Bayv joins us here. I think his mic is muted, but as soon as his mic gets unmuted, we'll go ahead and say, Bayv, thank you for joining us. We were talking about Sean the entire match. So I said, no, we got to talk about Bayv. He very quietly had a great match. So we had them bring you in here. So tell us, what's it like week 1, big win?
It felt good. We all of our comms are really good. We just have been working on the off season. We won last season, which was cool, but we would like to win again. And we've all improved. We've all got a lot better. All of us can pop off whenever we need to, and it was fun. It's fun to get the season started again.
We were talking about that during the match, that your team very, tightly on that leaderboard, everyone within a couple of kills of each other. You and Sean kind of popped off the last couple of rounds to take an advantage on the leaderboard. But we were talking about how everybody on the team, there's really no letdown anywhere. Go ahead and talk about you guys playing defense. I talked about it because I remember you guys on the championship match, you guys just basically don't lose when you're on the defensive side. Go ahead and talk about how you guys played defense today.
Today we kind of took more of a we took a different approach from what we usually do. We've been working on changing up our defensive strategy from just being too passive, and kind of the way that we go about it is we like to just switch things up. We don't like to be repetitive. If we are repetitive, hopefully it's to throw them off. You know what I mean? Because some teams do watch VOD and can figure us out, but it's really just based off of keeping the opponent guessing. So yeah.
All right, and then on the offensive side, as we talked about defense, we got to talk about the attacking side as well. That's where UBC Okanagan kind of had your guys' number a couple of times. Talk about what you guys need to work on for the attacking side moving forward.
Yeah, our attack, we definitely just need to work on running our plays better. Some of our plays we had the setups correctly for, but we just didn't execute at the right timing. And that kind of could throw something off, so one person could get picked off, and it kind of changes our way of how we execute. We kind of just need to work on that.
It's kind of interesting. We have the spectator view, so we can see all the shadows of everyone while we're watching. And there were a few times we're just thinking oh, this is going to end so poorly for everyone involved. And then very fun to watch as it did. So that's all I had though, Orbital. I'm sure you have a couple questions for Bay V here.
We do, but we also have the upcoming match. So I'll end it. We'll go ahead and start closing it out. My question to you, Bay V, looking forward, this one, very convincing for the returning champions. Looking forward, though, at some of the teams that have played so far. Is there anyone you're looking forward to facing off against, someone that you feel can probably test your mettle?
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones. Davis's one team is good. We've played them a couple times. Sac State, we would like to beat again. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right here. Yeah, no, we're excited to play everyone, honestly. There's a little bit of inner California rivalry, right? So we like to keep that going.
All right. Well, that is awesome to hear. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. And again, congratulations on such a fantastic win to kick off this league. Now, with that, we will be closing out here on this broadcast, or on this series, I should say, but make sure to stick around as we will have the fourth series of the evening, Montclair State University versus SAC State Hornets Gold. You won't want to miss it.